Hey, Victor Yankee 2 Golf Foxrock, Roger. Thank you, George. Thanks for that announcement and website as well. And looking forward to see that. Hope you're having a good summer. And it sounds like you're nearing the end of the lighthouse activations. Do you have any other lighthouse in the next week or so, George?
Well, I will probably be doing 2 or 3 more. I haven't decided which ones yet. Victor Yankee 2 Golf Foxtrot.
Okay, so we're going to swing over to New Brunswick stations. VE1, VUN, standing by for New Brunswick stations. Go ahead, please.
All right, Victor Echo 9, Golf Charlie, portable.
Victor Echo 9.
Golf Foxtrot, VE1, VUN for the Maritime Fusion net. Okay, George, thank you. Thanks for the, keep us in the loop. Talk to you there. Okay, so we're going to open up to New Brunswick stations for the Maritime Fusion net. Any station in New Brunswick would like to check in, now's your chance. Net controller is VE1, VUN. Name here is Yvon. We're controlling the net out of Sept, New Brunswick. And we're now waiting for New Brunswick stations. Go ahead, please.
Victor Echo 9, Whiskey Charlie Lima.
Charlie.
Victor Echo 9, Mike Tango Victor, VE9 MTV.
Okay, we're going to get things going with Victor Echo 9 or Whiskey Charlie Lima. Good evening. Welcome to the Maritime Fusion net. Go ahead, please. Hey, Victor Echo 9, Whiskey Charlie Lima. VE1 VUN for the Maritime Fusion net. Roger. Thanks for checking in. Have a good evening. Next on the list is Victor Echo 9 or Golf Charlie. Good evening. Welcome to the Maritime Fusion net. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, V1 VON with the net, V9 GC running portable this evening through my V9 Juliet Echo Charlie node. Yeah, it's a bit strange here this evening, Yvon. There seems to be a real big gap between what comes through the MFR repeater and what's being heard here on my PDN and what's showing up on my Wires X display. Anyway, no particular traffic. Just wanted to pop in and say good evening and hope everybody has a good week, and I'm looking forward to next week. VE1 VON, VE9 GC portable.
So we'll give a chance to Golf Charlie to check back in a little bit later. So we're going to swing over to Nova Scotia. This is the Maritime Fusion net. Net controller is Victor Echo 1, Victor Oscar November. And we're now looking for Nova Scotia stations. Station de la Nouvelle-Écosse. Go ahead, please.
Victor Echo 1, Golf Bravo, mobile. Victor Echo 1, Juliet Whiskey, 1JW.
Victor Echo 1, Echo Papa Delta. Yeah, there's quite a delay between the nodes and all that, so we just got the tail end of your conversation. If you want to check back in there and give us the news, go ahead. And Victor Echo 1, Echo Papa Delta. Good evening. Welcome to the Maritime Fusion Net. Go ahead.
VE1 VUN, VE1 EPG. Just here listening. Just thought I'd give you a mark for the buck. Just nice. Been a nice day all day. A wonderful day. Nice and warm. VE1 VUN, VE1 EPG.
And VE1 EPD, VE1 VUN returning very best. Thanks so much for checking in. Appreciate that. Any other stations for Nova Scotia? Station de la Nouvelle-Écosse. We're still looking for Nova Scotia stations. VE1 VUN, standing by for Nova Scotia stations. Go ahead, please.
Victor Echo 1, Zulu Bravo.
Victor Alpha 1, Victor Charlie.
Victor Alpha 1, Mike Romeo Tango, VA1 MRT.
This is the Maritime Fusion Net. Net controller is Victor Echo 1, Victor Oscar November. And we're now going to switch over to PEI, any other PEI station. Station de l'Île du Principal. We're looking for Prince Edward Island stations for the Maritime Fusion Net. This is VE1 VUN, standing by for PEI stations. Go ahead, please.
VA1 VON, VE9 Golf Charlie. There's at least 6 Nova Scotia stations came on, but they're not showing up here on MFR, over.
Victor Echo 1 Alpha India Charlie, the only eyes. Victor Echo 1 Zulu Bravo, VE1 VUN. Go ahead, please.
VE1 VON, VE1 Zulu Bravo. Good evening, Yvonne. Mike here from Oxford. Nice summer evening here. Not much to report from Oxford, and so with that, I'll say 7-3, and thank you for doing that. VE1 VON, VE1 Zulu Bravo. Bonsoir.
And VE1 Zulu Bravo, VE1 VUN Roger. Thanks for checking in. And it sounds like we're having some issues on the MFR end. There's stations checking in from Nova Scotia, but I'm not picking them all up. So there might be a delay in coming in. Unless somebody from Nova Scotia that can hear me, that wants to do a relay, let me know what station's checking in. I'll put them down on the logbooks. Over.
Did you copy me, VE1 Zulu Bravo?
And VE1 Zulu Bravo, VE1 VON, Roger, I got you on the look, in the books.
Okay. I know there's a VA1 Victor Charlie, VE1 MRT Matt. They're from Cape Breton. Those are the 2 that I remember.
Okay, any stations in New Brunswick? New Brunswick stations, VE1 VON, standing by for New Brunswick station.
VE9 Victor Echo Alpha. Victor Echo 9 Golf Charlie coming through MFR this time, over.
Victor Echo 9, Mike Tango Victor, VE9 MTV.
Okay, can you do that again a little bit slower because the link's breaking up. Just try keying for like 5 seconds and then give me those calls again, please.
Victor Echo 9, Papa India November.
Victor Echo 9, Mike Tango Victor. Victor Echo 9, Mike Tango Victor.
And Victor Echo 9, Papa India November, Mr. Bird. Good evening. Welcome to the Maritime Fusion Net. Go ahead, please.
Good evening, Yvon. I don't know what's going on tonight. I'm going to shut down my remote here. Yeah, at least nine other station ID'd up, 6 from Nova Scotia and 4 or 5 from New Brunswick for sure. And I tried myself on Edmonton repeater and you couldn't hear me, you couldn't get me. And now I'm on the Grand Falls repeater and you got me. I noticed my 400 traveling from Voice Wide to DN with a strike on and DN alone and FM there. Don't know what's going on, but I'm pretty sure you're missing some. MTV, I don't know if you heard him, and he was on the Moncton repeater. There's a few on the Moncton repeater there. I don't know if you're on the repeater or you're on the node by yourself, but if you're able to monitor on the screen what's going on the Secure Maritime room, that would help you there, because a lot of station that I see there, but you don't seem to understand. And for the one who don't remember, Saturday morning, there's a flea market in Riverview. So if Mike is able to come up there, I think it opens at 9 at the Lions Club there in Riverview. The last time we had it about 2 years ago, just in case nobody else is able to announce it. Thank you. Have a good one, and we'll be in Moncton Saturday.
If you want to be in, Mr. Burt, very best. Thank you much for checking in, Burt. Appreciate that. Yeah, there's a delay on my end. I'm not sure why, but I'm not picking up all the stations that you mentioned. They're not even coming up on my radio. And I have my 400, so the calls aren't even coming up on the screen, so I'm not quite sure what's going on that side. Okay, so we're just going to continue, see if there's any other New Brunswick stations. Station du Nouveau-Brunswick. So we're looking for New Brunswick stations for the Maritime Fusion Net. VE1 VON, standing by.
VE9 Victor Echo Alpha.
Victor Echo 9, Mike Tango Victor. VE9 MTV. Victor Echo 9, Juliet Charlie Tango, V9JCT.
Victor Echo 9, Romeo Sierra Hotel. Victor Echo 9, Alpha India, VE9AI.
Okay, we're going to pause there. I got a bunch. Looks like everything's coming in this time. Get things going with Victor Echo 9 or Oscar Sierra. Good evening, Oscar. Welcome to the Maritime Fusion Net. Go ahead, please.
Yes, VE1 VON, VE9 Oscar Sierra Kilo. We're in Portable in Shediac, right in front of the yacht club here. And it's a beautiful evening. Nice sunset coming down there. Nothing much beside that, Yvon. I think that's pretty well what's going on here. Just want to try to check in,
take a little break and have a little check-in with the Fusion Net there. 7-3 to all from Victor Echo 9, Oscar Sierra Kilo.
And VE9 Oscar Sierra Kilo, VE1 VON returning very best. Thank you very much for checking, Oscar. Next on the list is Mr. Varin, Victor Echo 9 VEA, Victor Echo Alpha. Good evening. Welcome to the Maritime Fusion Net. Go ahead, please.
VE1, VON, net control. Good evening, Mr. Yvonne, and good evening to all flying, outstanding hams on frequency. I didn't know if you heard me right. Yvonne, I didn't know if I was getting out or not. I'm on my personal node there, or whatever you call the thing. Portable node, or I'm on that, and I didn't know it was working great this afternoon, so I figured it should be working great this evening because I didn't touch a thing. Anyhow, just wanted to come in and give you another mark on the board and wish everybody a fantastic evening and a great wake-up call tomorrow. 7-3 to all, 88 to the ladies. Special good evening to the scanner on the shortwave threshold. I'm going to turn it back to you. VE1, VON, net control, VE9, Victor Echo Alpha. 7-3 is all, 7-3 is Yvonne. Bye-bye.
And Victor Echo 9, Victor Echo Alpha, Mr. Vern, very best. Thank you much for checking in, Vern. Appreciate that. Have a good evening. Next on this is Mike, Victor Echo 9, Mike Tango Victor. Good evening. Welcome to the Maritime Fusion Net. Go ahead, please.
VE1 VON with the Maritime Fusion Net, Victor Echo 9, Mike Tango Victor. Good evening, Yvonne. Good evening, everybody on net. Well, Yvonne, definitely something wrong with the Moncton Fusion repeater. This is the second week that for the first 15-20 minutes, the Moncton repeater is not hearing a lot of stations coming in. And I'm coming into my node, and every time I see my node coming up on the Wires X software, but you're not hearing me, and I'm not hearing a lot of stations that checked in to the, so I think there's probably some issues there with the ports or something on MFR, or that the internet speed is really down because there's something definitely wrong there. This the second week is doing that, so I thought I'd mention that because it, for some reason, I tried checking in 4 times, and every time I saw my call sign coming up on the Wires X software, but you did not hear me, so just thought I'd mention that, and have a good net, and 7-3 to all. VE1 VON, VE9 MTV.
And V9 MTV, Mr. Mike, very best. Thank you much for checking in, Mike, and thank you for mentioning that. I'll talk to the techies and see what we can do. I know we were having issues this afternoon because the repeater locked up. I had to go reboot the computer, and Kevin had to go in to the shack there. So, okay, we'll mention that to the techies. Next on the list is Victor Echo 9, JCT, Juliet Charlie Tango. Good evening. Welcome to the Maritime Fusion Net. Go ahead.
Oui, bonsoir à toi, Monsieur Yvan, puis tout le monde qui sont sur le réseau ce soir. Very good evening to you, Yvan, and all on it tonight. I've got no traffic. I'm just thinking of what Oscar said earlier. My gosh, he's at the She Yak Club there, and by looking outside, he was right. I think there must be a nice sunset there for sure. Yeah, quite a view. Anyway, not much before more than that. So we'll say 7-3 to all, and I'll turn it back to you, Yvan. Bonne soirée, VNF JCT.
VNF JCT, VN de retour. Okay, thank you much for checking in. Appreciate that. Next on the list is Victor Echo 9, Romeo Sierra Hotel. RSH, good evening. Welcome to the Maritime Fusion Net. Go ahead, please.
V1 VON, this is VE9 RSH. No traffic to report. The name is Reg. Just checking in from Barry Mills. It's a beautiful day out here. Anyways, I just want to give you a mark for the book and say hi to all on the net. 73 Sol.
Hey, V9 RSH. RSH, Mr. Rich, very best. Thanks so much for checking in. Appreciate that. Next one on the list is Victor Echo 9 Alpha India. Hey, hi. Good evening. Welcome to the Maritime Fusion Net. Go ahead, please.
VE1 VON net control, VE9 AI. Name's Gary, and we're here in Fredericton on the Fredericton repeater. Been busy all day mowing grass at the cottage, and got to do the front lawn here at the house tomorrow before it rains again. It's a continual battle to keep the grass at bay this summer. Anyway, not much else to add, I guess. It's a nice day for mowing because it wasn't too hot. Anyway, with that, we'll say good evening to one and all, and we'll pass it back to net control. VE9 or VE1 VON, VE9 AI.
And VE9 AI, VE1 VON for the Maritime Fusion Net. Okay, thank you much for checking in, my friend. Always a pleasure to hear you there. So we're going to swing back down to Nova Scotia, and one more hit from the PI after, and then we'll open it up to outside the province there after that. Okay, so we're now looking for Nova Scotia station, Station de la Nouvelle-Écosse. Victor Echo 1, Victor Oscar November, net controller, standing by for Nova Scotia stations. Go ahead, please.
Victor Echo 1, Golf Bravo, mobile.
Victor Echo 1, Papa Sierra, V1 PS.
Victor Alpha 1, Victor Charlie.
Victor Alpha 1, Mike Romeo Tango, VA1 MRT.
Victor Echo 1, Juliet Whiskey, V1 JW.
Okay, we're just going to pause there. I got quite a few in the queue, and it seems like everybody's coming in now, so that's good. Good thing. We're going to get things going with Victor Echo 1 Golf Bravo. Good evening. Welcome to the Maritime Fusion Net. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, very good, VA1, VON. Very good evening to you, and good evening to everybody that's on the net here tonight. Yeah, I tricked in a few times there, but I guess things just wasn't working right at the time, but now it seems okay. And hi to everybody that's has checked in tonight. The name here is Gordon, located in the village of St. Peter's, where we had a nice day. And thanks to VA1 MRT, I got some HF work done today on my antenna. And it's good to have somebody like that around to help you, because I can't climb anymore. Anyway, thank you for calling me in, and all the best to everybody listening from VE1 Golf Bravo Mobile.
And VE1 Golf Bravo Mobile, VE1 VON returning for the Maritime Fusion Net. Okay, Gordon, thank you much for checking in. Appreciate that. And thank you for your patience there. Yeah, it seems to be hit or miss at times there with the network, unfortunately. Okay, next on the list is Victor Echo 1 Papa Sierra. Good evening. Welcome to the Maritime Fusion Net. Go ahead, please.
VE1 VON, V1 PS in the group. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Yvonne. And yeah, it's been great listening here, actually, the past couple of days. I had the radio on most of the day yesterday and just listening, and the day before yesterday. I'm losing track. But anyway, Monday, the stat. Everybody was, the repeater in the system was quite busy. It was good to hear. Heard lots of new stations checking in, some from Cape Breton using some of the nodes that are up there, the simplex nodes and so on, and good to hear. So nothing further to report at this time. I will turn it back to you, Yvonne, V1 VON in the group, V1 PS.
Hey, V1 PS, V1 VON returning for the Maritime Fusion Net. Okay, Roger, thank you much for checking in. Yeah, it's nice to see that the nodes and the repeaters are busy. It's always a pleasure to see the activity there. So I agree with you. Next on the list is Victor Alpha 1, Victor Charlie. Good evening. Welcome to the Maritime Fusion Net. Go ahead, please.
Yes, excuse me, good evening, Yvonne. I'm glad the system come back on. I usually jump over to Brad's repeater, but it's not turned on tonight. But, yeah, you had some problems there. I think I called in 4 or 5 times and was losing hope there for a little while, but I stuck her out, so I'm glad I did. So, not too much going on here. Just the animals are eating a lot more now. I guess they know what's coming here another season away. As fast as I put my seed out to eat it, fast as I put anything out to eat it. So there was 4 or 5 deer crossing the bottom of the road, my road, driveway, and then I thought, well, I won't see no deer tonight. So I went to lock the back door up or close the window, and there was the biggest doe of all in the back field. So I guess she doesn't want any company anymore. So she took over my whole field all by herself. But if you got lots of wild turkeys up there, might trade you a deer or two for some wild turkeys. What do you think, Yvonne? VA1 Victor Charlie, and we're clear.
Yeah, Victor Alpha 1, Victor Charlie, VE1 viewing returning very best. Thank you much for checking in. And yeah, no, we have lots of deer on this side as well. So we'll give you turkeys for free, though. There's a whole bunch of turkeys running around, wild turkeys on the trails and the Epster. We don't need any more deers. We've got lots of those. Okay, next on the list is Victor Alpha 1, Mike Romeo Tango. Good evening. Welcome to the Maritime Fusion Net. Go ahead, please.
VE1, VON, net control. This is Victor Alpha 1, Mike Romeo Tango. Good evening, Yvonne, and to everyone else here on the net, and everyone's starting. Glad the bugs are for now anyway, so we'll take it. Not too much to report. Just coming through my set up my Sept, my little FT3D here connected to my laptop, and I wasn't in internet range, so I'm going through my cell phone. So hopefully hopefully the transmission's coming through good to you. I know everyone's sounding good now, so fingers crossed it's going good in the other direction. Other than that, not too much else to report. We'll be sitting here on the side listening to the net. So 73 for now from Victor Alpha 1, Mike Romeo Tango.
And Victor Alpha 1, Mike Romeo Tango, Roger. Thank you much for checking in. Not sure if you saw the FT3, or was it 5D? They skipped over to 4. There's a new portable that just came out there. What was it? 2 weeks ago. It's the big bird of the one you have there. A nice looking portable, but anyway, we'll leave it at that. Next on the list is Victor Echo 1, Juliet Whiskey. Good evening. Welcome to the Maritime Fusion Net. Go ahead, please.
Good evening, Yvonne. And, yeah, like everybody else, like Don the rest, I think I checked in 4 or 5 times trying to get in. I'm glad the system picked us up there now. I'll give you a few more check-ins for the net. Yeah, like a few of the other guys, I mowed lawn today. Got to do a little trimming in the morning, and then well, then we're headed up to that other island up there, going up to Cape Breton for the weekend. Got a funeral up there, or celebration of life, I guess, to attend. So one that couldn't have been held back in the spring when the lady passed away. So we'll go up there and have a little family get-together and celebration on the weekend. So working our way up that way Friday. So trying to get the lawn mowed and get all the odds and ends of stuff done here before we take off Friday morning. So that was one of the jobs on my list, was to mow the lawn. We'll trim it tomorrow and get the trimming done tomorrow and finish packing and do whatever else we need to finish up tomorrow. Other than that, listening with interest. Yeah, like I say, tried to get in several times. Must be a little bit of a glitch there in the system somewhere, but hopefully the gurus can find it. 7-3 for you on JW.
And VE1JW, VE1 VON returning very best. Thank you much for checking in. Okay, so with that, we're going to skip over to PEI stations, and then we'll open it up to outside of the province, or outside of the Maritime. So we're looking for PEI stations, any stations from the Prince Edward Island that would like to check into the Maritime Fusion Net. Announce your chance. Net control is Victor Echo 1, Victor Oscar November, and we're now waiting for PEI stations. Go ahead, please. Okay, nothing heard on PEI, so we're going to open up to outside of the Maritime Province. So any station outside of the Maritime Province that would like to check in, now's your chance. I know we've got a few friends from down south and some friends from out west that regularly check in, so now's your chance. VE1 VON standing by for outside of the Maritime Province stations. Go ahead, please.
November 1 Charlie, Delta, November. Norway 1 Canada, Denmark, Norway.
And November 1 Charlie Delta November, Mr. Steve, good evening. Welcome to the Maritime Fusion Net. How's the weather?
Victor Echo 3 X-Ray India Delta.
I think 20, 24, 25 degrees today, sunny. It was a beautiful day. Working from home, so I need to beef up the air conditioner because my wife and I just set up 2 offices in that one little spare bedroom. There's a lot of computer equipment and all my ham radio equipment and power supplies, and it's throwing some heat, so we may have to add an auxiliary air conditioner to that room. But we'll do that in the spring as we start to head into the summer. It starts to heat up. Right now we're heading into the cooler time of the year where we'll start to open windows. And I got a couple of saplings in my front yard that I planted about maybe 9 months ago, and very proud to say that they're starting to produce fruit. I am going to pick some fresh papayas from my front yard. There's a first for me. Back to net control. I know you're having some issues with the system, everything working the way it's supposed to. So 7-3, we'll catch up to you all next time, next week. This is N1CDN.
And November 1 Charlie Delta November, Mr. Steve, very best. Thank you much for checking in, my friend. Always a pleasure to hear you. Thank you for your patience. Next on the list is Victor Echo 3 X-Ray India Delta, Mr. Jim. Good evening. Welcome to the Maritime Fusion Net. Go ahead, please.
VE1 VON, VE1 VON, VE9 VEA. Are you still there, Yvonne? Over.
I'm hearing you, Vern, but I'm not hearing you all. Not hearing you all at all. Over.
Yeah, VE9 MTV. Okay, so you don't hear Yvonne either. So, okay, thanks, Mike. VE9 VEA will clear with VE9 MTV for now.
The VE9 MTV, VE1 JBL.
I hear you guys. V1JBL, V9MTV. I'm hearing you there, Tim, but we had that same problem last week there. I think there might be some ports not working on the pumpkin fusion repeater because I'm not hearing you all at all there. I'm coming through my personal node there on the Secret Maritime room. Thank you, Jim. V1JBL, V9MTV.
Yeah, okay, very good, Mike. I'm at the meeting here. I just stepped out long enough that I could get into the net there. So just mark me in as being on the net, and maybe you'll have to do the rest of the net. I'm not sure. I got to go back into the meeting, but I just wanted to get checked in there, Mike. Over.
Okay, very good there, Jim. I'll put you in there as a check-in, and if I hear you on, I'll get him to log you in there. Thanks for checking in. V1JBL, V9MTV.
Thanks, Mike. 7-3. Beautiful night here in Trumanville. We got 11 members of the meeting, so we're having a good time. 7-3.
73 there, Jim. VE1VON, VE1VON, TV, VE9MTV.
MTV, VD9, VDA. Mike, that's what I'm coming through with my personal notes in there, and that's what I'm using right now with the FT3 handheld, going through the 400 in the computer. VD9 MTV, VD9 VDA, over.
Yeah, okay, Vern, you're all right down there. You must be talking away from your mic. Okay, stand by there. I'll try to get in touch with you. V9MTV clear.
Yeah, okay, I'll probably have most of your radio a bit, boy. She's some sensitive, I know that, Mike. 7-3 is Mike, VE9 VEA, clear with VE9 MTV for now. Bye-bye. V9 MTV, V9 GC.
Yeah, V9GC, V9MTV. Go ahead, Gordon.
Yeah, Mike, I'm not sure what's going on. I was showing activity here on MFR, but there was no audio coming through. I'm working you through my node, which is showing up okay on the display. And I'm hearing myself coming through now on MFR. I'm not sure what's going on, boys, but it's certainly not the best. V9MTV, V9GC.
Yeah, very good, Gordon. And Vern also, we're into Secret Maritime, but for some reason, MFR is not. I believe there might be some problems with the ports. There might be some ports working and some last week. So I'm trying to get in touch with Yvonne to let him know that, but I just found him, see if he responds. Other than that, I don't know what to do. I wouldn't interfere with their net, but I'm not hearing them at all. So we're going to stand by here and try to get in touch with them there. VE9GC, V9MTV.
V9MTV, VE1VON.
We're just relaxing and taking care of a couple other things on the PCs here. Oh, well, hopefully we get it all straightened out soon. VE9GC, portable clear.
VE1VON, VE9MTV, I just heard you in there. You want to go ahead?
V9MTV, VE1VON. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, Roger, I can hear you. I got to check in for you. VE1JBL checked in from the meeting there in Amherst, so I can log him in. VE9MTV.
Yeah, thanks, Mike. Yeah, I got JBL and I got JC there, so no worries. I know it's intermittent. Plus, my radio switched to analog there for a second. Not quite sure why. Okay, I'll just continue. And if it cuts back out, Mike, can you just take over the net? Or can you just take over the net now? Because your node seems to be working good.
Yeah, okay, well, I'll take over the net there and send you a message how many contacts I have, so you can send the log to Jim there. Okay, very good. Thanks, Yvonne. VE1VON for your final comments, sir. VE9MTV.
And V9MTV, VE1VON, handing over net control to your station. Go ahead, please. Thanks.
Okay, very good. We're going to continue the net here from my station here on my personal node through the CQ Maritime's room. This is Victor Echo 9 Mike Tango Victor taking over the net from VE1VON, which we're having real big problems there through the Mountain Fusion repeater. So lots of dropouts and non-hearing stations. So we'll start again with the net. Let's say PEI, any PEI stations want to check in? Est-ce qu'il y a d'autres stations de l'île Passédois qui aimeraient joindre le réseau à soir? Any stations from PEI? Go ahead, please. Any stations from PEI? Two stations de l'île Passédois. Go ahead with your call sign, please. PEI stations. Nothing heard. Any stations from Nova Scotia? Any stations from Nova Scotia? Two stations de Nouvelle-Écosse. Allez-y avec vos lettres d'appel en phonétique. Any station of Nova Scotia? Go ahead with your call sign in phonetics. This is Victor Echo 9, Mike Tango Victor. His name is Mike.
Victor Echo 1, India, Quebec.
Okay, I have Victor Echo 1, India, Quebec from Nova Scotia. Anybody else from Nova Scotia? Go ahead, please.
And a very good evening to you. It's Brian here from Greenwood, and I tried several times, couldn't get in. So anyway, just a check in here, and you're coming good on the receiver here tonight. There, Yvonne seemed to be in and out, and the Fred's station was off the air, so it couldn't get on that one. So take care. VE1, India, Quebec.
Yeah, okay, very good, Brian. Thanks for checking in. there, yeah, I know we're having real serious problems with the mountain repeater there. And Yvonne was doing the net through the mountain repeater, so I wasn't hearing stations at all the first 20 minutes there of the net. And after that, he got okay, and then it got worse after that. Wasn't hearing nobody. So Yvonne let me take over the net there. So I'm hearing you fine. So I'm using my personal node here, so just thanks for checking in there, Brian. Anybody else from Nova Scotia want to check in? Est-ce que d'autres stations de Nouvelle-Écosse qui aimeraient participer au réseau Vision Maritime? Allez-y avec vous les appels. Anybody else from Nova Scotia for the Maritime Fusion Net? This is Victor Echo 9, Mike Tango Victor. Go ahead with your call sign, please. Nova Scotia stations.
Victor Echo 1, Zulu Golf.
And I have Victor Echo 1, Zulu Golf. Go ahead, please. VE9 MTV.
VE9 MTV from Victor Echo 1, Zulu Golf. Bonsoir, Mike. Je n'ai aucun trafic ce soir. So back to net control. 73, Victor Echo 1, Zulu Golf.
Et Victor Echo 1 Zulu Golf, merci d'avoir participé au réseau. Thanks for checking in to the American Internet from the Halifax area. Okay, anybody else from Nova Scotia for the Maritime Fusion Net? Tout station de Nouvelle-Écosse pour le réseau Fusion Maritime. Allez-y avec vous les appels. All Nova Scotia stations, go ahead please, VE9MTV.
Victor Kilo 4, Kilo Uniform, VK4KU, not Nova Scotia.
Victor Kilo 4, Kilo Uniform, Rave, way out in Australia. Go ahead, nice to hear you, Ray. VE9MTV, go ahead, Ray, VE9MTV.
V9MTV, VK4KU. Good evening to the group and any other listeners that are there. It's 8:50 a.m. on Thursday here, according to my clock. And we've got spring. Our winter has disappeared about a week or so back. And today they're talking about 24 degrees. When I went for my 5K walk this morning before breakfast, it was only 10 to 10 degrees. And I thought I was up with you blokes or in Alaska or somewhere. But good to hear you all there, and we're just about to have coffee and go shopping. But I always like to annoy you. I'll say hello to you folks. All right, put it back to the net control. Thanks for bringing me in, VK or Kilo Uniform.
Victor Kilo or Kilo Uniform from Victor Echo 9, Bingo Victor. Name here is Mike, and thanks Ray for checking in. And yeah, it's still 21 degrees here at 2254 UTC here, and thanks for checking in. A good signal there from Australia, and hopefully we'll hear you again next week. We were having problems there at the start of the net. There lots of one repeater's acting up there, and the net controller was Yvonne, E1VON, and it was dropping out quite a bit, and we weren't hearing half the stations coming in there, so Yvonne asked me. So, thanks, Ray. Nice to hear you, and take care. 7-3. This is Victor Echo 9, Mike Tango Victor, net control for the V1VON, which we're having problems in Moncton. So anybody from Nova Scotia, again, want to check into the Maritime Fusion Net, go ahead with your call sign, please, VE9MTV.
VE1EEE.
Okay, I got Victor Echo 1, Echo, Echo, Echo. Don't have a name and a location, so go ahead and tell us where you're from and your name. VE9MTV, name is Mike.
VE9MTV, VE1EEE. Oh, good evening to you, Mike, and good evening to all in frequency. The personal name here is Joe, Juliet Oscar Echo. QGH is in West Chesapeake. That's about 18 miles east of the Halifax Dartmouth area on the beautiful eastern shore of Nova Scotia. This is the first time I'm on, and I've only been on the system here for the last couple of days since Monday, so it's all new to me, and I can't stay long. I have company here tonight, but I thought I'd give it a chance to check in. So, and I see you're over in Irishtown, New Brunswick. So there you go. So you're coming in good as well there, Mike, and good to meet you on there. I won't keep it. Thanks for calling me in. All the very best. And 7-3 to all from Victor Echo 1, echoing our echoes.
Oh, well, thank you very much for checking in there, Joe. Yeah, VE1EEE, VE1MTV. Well, you're coming in really good, good signal, good audio, so thanks for joining us. Do so every Wednesday at 7 there. And also a Friday at 8 o'clock there with the, on the same room, on the same CQ Maritime room, but it's the Fredericton Triple F net. So you're more than welcome to check in on Friday evenings at 8 o'clock also. Thanks, Joe. Have a good weekend there. And good week. Okay, that's bottom of that list, so we're going to go to New Brunswick stations. Anybody from New Brunswick want to check in to the Maritime Fusion net? This is Victor Echo 9, Mike Tango Victor. Name is Mike. Tout station du Nouveau-Brunswick qui veut participer au réseau Fusion Maritime. S'il vous plaît, allez avec vos lettres d'appel en phonétique. Tout station du Nouveau-Brunswick. All stations from New Brunswick. Go ahead with your call sign, please. VE9MTV. Any stations from New Brunswick? Any stations from New Brunswick? Tout station du Nouveau-Brunswick. Go ahead with the call sign. All stations from New Brunswick. V9MTV.
Victor Echo 9, Zulu Papa.
Oh, you got Victor Echo 9, Zulu Papa. Dawn, go ahead, please. VE9MTV.
VE9MTV in the Maritime Fusion net. Good evening, Mike. VE9ZP returning. Finally get through the holy macaroni. Must be a lot of issues with that repeater there, Mike. But anyways, the important thing is you got to check in the book for us there. Probably not a check in the mail for us, so we won't go there. Didn't do too much today there, Mike. Made a little, what would you call it? A little cover to go over our well casing. So now we won't see that ugly 8-inch pipe sticking up, which is always a good thing. I hope everyone has had a great day and has a really good day tomorrow. And we'll get you on Friday night there, Mike. So with that, we'll say 7-3 on frequency, VE9 MTV, VE9 Zulu Papa in the Gornish. Oh, well, Mike.
Yeah, okay, Dawn. VE9 Zulu Papa, VE9 MTV. Thanks for checking in, and a good signal there from Rusty Gornish there. Yeah, I know it. Moncton Repeat has been acting up there the past couple of nets there, so we're going to have to put a plaster on it there. Very good. Okay, since we're only having one station check-in at a time, we'll put an all call anywheres from anywheres, all call from anywheres across the planet and outer space, anywheres from underwater. So anybody from anywheres want to check into the Maritime Fusion net, this is your net controller, Victor Echo 9 Mike Tango Victor, taking over the net from Victor Echo 1 Victor Oscar November, which was having problems with the repeater here. So any station from anywheres, go ahead with your call sign, please. VE9MTV.
Victor Alpha 1, Bravo India Lima. Victor Alpha 1, Bravo India Lima.
VE1 RCC Mobile.
Okay, very good. I have Victor Alpha 1 Bravo India Lima and Victor Echo 1 Romeo Charlie Charlie Mobile. Anybody else want to check in to the Maritime Fusion net? Tout station qui veut participer au réseau, allez-y avec vos lettres d'appel, n'importe où. VNFM TV. Go ahead with your call sign. Anybody else? Oh, nothing here, so we'll go with the mobile first. Victor Echo 1, Romeo Charlie Charlie. Go ahead, please. VE9MTV. Name is Mike.
VE9MTV, V1 RCC Mobile. The name here is Rob, Romeo Oscar Bravo, and yeah, we talked before, and all that good stuff there. So anyway, I'm on the fringe of the repeater. I'm getting closer to it, so I hope I don't cut out on you there. But anyway, just leaving work now. I had a long day, and another 40-minute drive to go to get home. So anyway, I just wanted to say hi, and everyone have a good day there across the Maritimes there. VE1 RCC Mobile here, just leaving Barrington.
Yeah, VE1 RCC Mobile. Rob, yeah, you're doing really good there. Really good signal, good audio. Thanks for checking in. Much appreciated there. 7-3, have a good week. Next on the list is Victor Alpha 1, Bravo India Lima. Bill, go ahead, please. VE9MTV.
VE9MTV, VA1, VIL. Yes, good evening, Mike, and everybody on the net here. I had a very, very busy day. I almost missed the net here. I'm just finished picking up some groceries here in Greenwood, coming through the repeater that's in Kingston. Anyways, beautiful new moon out there tonight. I don't know if anybody's mentioned it, but if you get a chance to look out in the west there, it's just gorgeous. It looks like maybe a 2-day-old moon, if maybe even not even that. I don't know, but it's really thin. Anyways, all the best to everybody, and hope all the problems on the network get resolved somehow if there's something that can be done. VA1 VIL.
Yeah, Victor Alpha 1, Bravo India Lima. Victor Echo 9, Mike Tango Victor. Yes, Bill, yeah, for sure. It's a nice new moon. I believe the harvest moon is on the 20th there, so it's just around the corner there, the harvest moon, and then I think it's 21st or the 22nd is the start of fall there, so pretty good. Thanks for checking in there, Bill, and a good signal there coming from the V1 VAL repeater. That's the bottom of that list. Does anybody else want to check into the Maritime Fusion net? This is the second last call for the Maritime Fusion net. Any stations from anywhere across the planet, outer space, underwater, anywhere at all. Tout station de neptune sur la planète Terre, dans l'espace, sous l'eau, de n'importe où, sous les participer au réseau Fusion Maritime. C'est le deuxième appel final. Allez-y avec vos lettres d'appel phonétiques. All stations from anywhere. Go ahead with your call sign, please. VE9MTV, name is Mike.
Victor Echo 1, Juliet, Charlie, Juliet.
Okay, I got, I think I saw Vern there just checking in there. Victor Echo 1, Juliet, Charlie, Juliet. Go ahead, please. VE9 MTV.
VE9, MTV, VE1, JCJ. Good evening to you. I just heard the radio on here and in the ham room and heard the Maritime Net. I don't know, I might have checked in once before. But I just figured last call, so I get my name in there. Busy day, beautiful day here down in I don't know, the western side of Nova Scotia. Here I was about 100 kilometers away from the QTH there today, and working in an attic. Of all things to do, I had to run a gas line from one end of a house to the other through the attic. So needless to say, it was a warm day for that type of work. And so glad to have that done, and this evening is nice and cool here, so we're enjoying. Back to you there, Vec Control, VE9 MTV, VE1 JCJ. And what's your handle?
Yeah, okay, Victor Echo 1, Juliet, Charlie, Juliet. This is Victor Echo 9, Mike Tango Victor. Name here is Mike, and can I get your name, please? VE1JCJ.
The name here is Justin. Justin, actually, you just talked to my brother there, VE1 RCC, so, them three.
Yeah, okay, Justin, yeah, very good. Good signal also from the Yarmouth Gateway there. Very good. Thanks for checking in there, Justin. Okay, Vern, Victor Echo 1, Victor Echo Alpha. Go ahead, Vern. Victor Echo 9, Mike Tango, Victor. VE1, VE9, VEA, VE9, VEA, VE9 MTV. Go ahead, Vern. No copy on Vern. I see that Gus was in there too. Are you in there, Gus? VE9 GUS, VE9 MTV.
VE9 MTV, VE9 GUS here in Moncton. This is Gus. Yeah, I'm here, Mike. I'm here. Not too much traffic, my friend. I'm in the house of ripping this house apart here. I'm getting prepared for to put a new laminate floor all the way through. That's supposed to happen on the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd of October, the first week of October, so I'm hoping that it's going to go through. Hopefully COVID-19 don't back up and kill us again. But anyway, getting ready for it. That's about all the traffic I got. Good to hear you in there, Mike. Hopefully you're getting a good reception tonight. The E9 GOS is clear.
Yeah, okay there, Gus. Yep. I saw your call sign there, V9 GOS 991. So I know which where you're using through your node there. Thanks for checking in there, Gus. Good signal there. Okay, that's the bottom of that list. Anybody last call for the Maritime Fusion Net? This is the last call for the Maritime Fusion Net. From any station, from anywhere across the planet, outer space, underwater, anywhere, any stations. This is the last call. Tout station partout à travers le monde, dans l'espace, en dessous de l'eau, de notre pays sur la planète Terre. C'est le dernier appel pour le réseau Fusion Maritime. Allez-y avec vos lettres d'appel à phonétique, s'il vous plaît. Go ahead with your call sign phonetic. Phonetic. Last call. E9MTV. Net control is
Victor Echo 1, Mike Yankee Mobile.
Enough enough.
Okay, I have Victor Echo 1, Mike Yankee Mobile, and Victor Echo 9, November Alpha. Stand by, VE1MY. Go ahead, Mike. VE9MTV.
Yeah, very fine, Mike. VE9MTV, VE1MY. I just left the meeting, so you were still on here, so I'll give you a mark on the slate. VE1MY Mobile.
Okay, fine business, sir, Mike. Good signal there, and Yvonne was having issues there with the Maritime Fusion repeater, so I took over the net there at about the hour mark there, or 50-minute mark. Was very couldn't hear a lot of stations coming in there to the Maritime Fusion repeater. I think we're having issues with that repeater. Right, check it in, Mike. Have a good net, a good week there, and next on the list is Nelson via NFNR. Allez-y, Nelson, via NFM TV. Victor Echo 9, November Alpha. Victor Echo 9, November Alpha. Victor Echo 9, Mike Tango. Go ahead, Nelson. Nelson, I'm not here this meeting. I am not hearing you at all. You're not coming up on the Maritime Fusion net. So we'll try it again. Check your radio. Be sure you're not on FM. Victor Echo 9, November Alpha. Victor Echo 9, November Alpha. Victor Echo 9, Mike Tango Victor. Go ahead, Nelson.
Garden stuff and just got done. So since 5 o'clock this morning, so it's been a long day. So hopefully that next winter when we eat the stuff, we'll remember this day. Anyway, probably see you at the flea, Mike. I guess we're gonna go, me and Ed, with the 1EDI, and probably see you there. 73, my friend. Take care. From VE9 and A.
OK, très bien, Nelson. Merci d'avoir participé au réseau. Puis, oui, ça fait un plaisir de te rencontrer au flea market. Là. 73, Nelson, thanks for checking in, and hope to see you at the flea market. OK, that's the bottom of that list. Anybody else? Last call for the Maritime Fusion net before we close. This is Victor Echo 9, Mike Tango, Victor Net Control. Name is Mike. Any stations from anywheres? Last call, B9MTV.
Victor Echo 1, Zulu X-ray, VE1 ZX Mobile.
Echo 1, Zulu X-ray Mobile. Brad, go ahead, VE9MTV.
Victor Echo 9, Papa Alpha Lima.
Yeah, VE1 Zulu X-ray Mobile, just coming from our club meeting there, Mike, and I got Mike, come follow Mike's tail lights here, MY. Yeah, we had about, I guess we had about 10 members there. And we were well separated with our masks on there, Mike. And we're headed west And there's a little sliver of moon showing here. Quite a nice night out, quite a nice evening there. We got about an hour's drive here back to Parsville here, Mike, so we got to watch the critters here. Thanks for checking me in, Mike, and thanks for picking up the net there. VE1 Zulu X-Ray Mobile. I guess I'm just going by the Hastings Road.
Right, yeah, good signal there, and thanks for checking in. Yeah, we're having issues with the Moncton Fusion repeater tonight. Last week we were having the same problem too, and like the first 20 minutes we weren't hearing too many stations come in, and same thing with a while ago. So I took over the net from Yvonne there just to complete the net. Thanks, Brad, for checking in. Have a good week, and 7-3. Paul, I just got you in there. Victor Echo 9, Papa Alpha Lima. Go ahead, Paul. VE9 MTV. Paul, Victor Echo 9, Papa Alpha Lima. Victor Echo 9, Mike Tango Victor. If you're transmitting, I'm not hearing you. Check if you're on digital. V9 PA or V9 MTV. No, not hearing Paul. Okay, anybody else? Last call? Anybody else want to check into the Maritime Fusion Net? Dernier appel pour le réseau Fusion Maritime. Vas-y avec vos lettres d'appel, s'il vous plaît. Last call, go ahead with your call sign.
I notice it's not. It kicks off. I have to go down to 15, but anyway, you must be hearing me now. But anyway, not much to say there. Just want to put a bean in the pot for you. You guys all take care and have a safe week. V9 PAL.
VE1 OF.
Okay, very good, Paul. I got you that time, and I got Aubrey there. Victor Echo 1, Oscar Lima. Go ahead, Aubrey. VE9 TV.
Yeah, V9 MTV, VE1 well. Kind of late getting here, but thanks for doing the net there, and no traffic here. My neighbor's walking the dog, and will be coming back any moment, so I'll have to leave you anyway. But have a good night, everybody, and I turn it back to you, VE1 OF.
Okay, fine business there, Aubrey, coming through the VE1 VAL repeater. Thanks for checking in. Okay, last call for the Maritime Fusion Net. Dernier appel pour le réseau Fusion Maritime. Allez-y avec vos lettres d'appel en phonétique. Last call, go ahead with your call sign in phonetics. This is Victor Echo 9, Mike Tango Victor.
Victor Echo 1, Romeo, Mike, and Juliet.
And I have you, Robert, Victor Echo 1, Romeo, Mike, Juliet. Anybody else for the Fusion Net? Go ahead, please. V9 MTV.
VE1 MUI.
VE9 MTV, VE9 Mike Tango Victor, VE9 VA, Recha.
Okay, I have Victor Echo 1, Romeo, Mike, Juliet, Victor Echo 1, Mike, Uniform, India, and Victor Echo 9, Victor Echo Alpha recheck. Go ahead, Vern, for your recheck, VE9 MTV.
I was just looking for called the Bathurst repeater up there, the frequency, but I think Ken here is beside me. I think he just found it on the internet there, Mike. V9MTV, V9VA.
Okay, very good there, Vern. 7-3, thanks for checking in. Robert, Victor Echo 1, Romeo Mike, go ahead, please, VE9MTV.
VE9MTV, VE1RMJ Mobile, good evening, Mike, and all those on frequency. I was one of the Westcom Club members that were at our meeting there this evening. It was a nice meeting tonight. Nice to see some people in person, first time in a long time, so that was great. Not too much to report. I don't want to hold things up, but hopefully it was a good net. I didn't get to hear too much of it there, but anyway, we'll say 7-3. Everybody have a great evening and a great rest of the week there. VE9 MTV, VE1RMJ Mobile.
Yeah, fine business there, Robert, on everything, and yeah, I'm a member too, but I couldn't get away to go to the meeting there, so maybe someday I'll be able to go. So thanks for checking in there, Robert. Next on the list is Victor Echo 1, Mike Uniform India, and I don't have a name, so maybe you can tell me your name and your location. Victor Echo 9, Mike Tango Victor, name is Mike. Go ahead, please. VE1MUI.
VE9MTV, that's VE1MUI. Good evening there, Mike, and everybody on the Fusion net tonight. Name here is Matt, and I'm in Lower Espumnico in the Yarmouth area there. So I just got done mowing the lawn and jumped in the truck here. Figured I'd catch the tail and give you an extra check-in. So 7-3 all. Everybody have a good evening. VE9MTV, VE1MUI.
Okay, Matt, very good. Thanks for checking in. Good signal. Yarmouth Gateway there. Thanks for checking in. Okay, that's the bottom of the list. So we are declaring the net Maritime Fusion net closed at 8:22 local time, or 23:22 UTC. I'd like to thank all the repeater owners and all the node operators that let us use their repeaters to do our net and to allow more people to check in. And much appreciated from everybody checking in. We did have some problems this evening with the Mountain Fusion repeater. So Yvon, Victor Echo 1, Victor Oscar November was net control and handed over the rest of the net to me, VE9MTV, to complete the net. So we completed the net, and I will forward my log to Yvon so he can report to Jim there. So thanks everybody, and 7-3 to all. This is Victor Echo 9, Mike Tango Victor, returning the CQ Maritime room to regular use. 7-3 all, and don't forget this Saturday is the Moncton Area Amateur Radio Club Flea Market. It's at 701 Carbondale Road in Riverview. Doors open at 9 a.m. for sellers and 10 a.m. for buyers. Admission is $5 for everybody. There will be door prizes, raffle tickets, 50-50 draw. And the raffle, I believe, is a 2950 radio, which is a 80 watt, 2 meter mobile unit. And a nice radio. And anyway, hope to see a lot of you there. We are required to wear masks and wash our hands as we go in the location at Flea Market by demand from the Lions Club there. That's one of the conditions that they have. It's not the province, but the Lions Club itself. So anyway, hopefully we'll see some of you there. So 7-3 to all. This is Victor Echo 9, Mike Tango Victor, returning the repeaters to regular use. VE9MTV clear. 7-3 all.
Victor Echo 1, Kilo Echo Victor Mobile.